You don't need the perfect idea to have a 7-figure business. You just need 4 products that sell 25 sales a day at a $30 price point. That's $1 million. And the fastest way for you to do that is to... My goal in this video is for you to leave the end of this video with an idea of what your 7-figure business is going to be. I know that you watch YouTube content and listen to podcasts and read blogs and look at a bunch of internet D-bags like me who are talking about making money on the internet, and you're like, yeah, but I don't know what my 7-figure business is gonna be yet. Yeah, all this sounds nice, I get it in theory, but I still don't know what my 7-figure business is going to be. Maybe you've even tried to build things in the past and they didn't work out, and now you're afraid to pursue the next idea because you're not confident that it's gonna be 7 figures. My fear, however, in this video is that this is gonna feel too simple for you. And I see this all the time where people think that a 7-figure business needs to be this big complicated thing rather than being incredibly simple. It's one of the reasons why in my book, right there, I ham over and over the fact that all $1 million business is 4 products that sell 25 sales per day. That's 100 sales a day. And at a $30 price point, that's $3,000 a day, or about $1.1 million in top line revenue per year. That's all it takes to have a 7-figure business. And if you're running the math in your head and you're saying, yeah, but what are the profit margins? Listen, you can also sell that business for $1 million, thus making you a millionaire. That's all $1 million business is. A group of products that sell consistently at a decent enough price point for you to have a 7-figure business. We call that a brand. A brand is simply a collection of products that sell to a single type of person because we want that person to buy all of the products. So that group of products targets one specific person and has a high enough price point to where if we sell consistently, we have $1 million business. So what we're gonna do today is just fill in those pieces. If we fill in knowing what our products are, how often we sell them, and at what price point, then we've got a 7-figure business. The easiest way to come up with your 7-figure business idea, and this happens 100% of the time, is not to think about the product, not even to think about the brand name or any of that. Is to think about the person, is to think about the core customer that you are going to be selling to. The reason why this is the fastest and easiest way to do that is because when you know who the person is, it becomes really easy for you to determine what those core products are going to be. So right now, as I'm talking to you, I've got a cup of coffee here. So if we made the target market YouTubers that drink coffee, we could come up with all kinds of things to sell that person, right? Around me, I've got my light, I've got my coffee cup, got my desk, I got things that would go on the desk, got my mic stand, got my camera. I just listed off 6.5 products in 7 seconds, and I just pulled that idea out of my rear. So pick any person. If you think about a parent, or you think about a family member, you think about a friend, or you think about an activity that you're involved in. One of my favorite examples is CrossFitters. Whenever somebody is doing CrossFit or starting to do CrossFit, they buy certain things, right? They tend to buy new shoes, they buy grips, they buy protein bars, they buy RX bars, they buy protein powders, they buy all kinds of things, right? To get ready for their new journey. So the first thing to do is to think about who the customer is. And if you can get them at the beginning of a journey, like starting a business, or starting CrossFit, or beginning to lose weight, or becoming a new parent, there's all kinds of new products that they buy at the beginning of that journey. So instead of thinking about what my perfect product is, or thinking about what the perfect 7-figure business idea is gonna be, just think about the person and what journey they're about to go on. They're gonna start losing weight, they're gonna start making more money, they're gonna start a YouTube channel, they're gonna start a podcast, they're gonna start working out, they're gonna start waking up early, they're gonna start whatever new change they're gonna do. And your job as the brand owner is to just give them the products that make it easier for them to make that change. You see how much simpler that is than trying to come up with the perfect idea? You don't need the perfect idea to have a 7-figure business. You just need 4 products that sell 25 sales a day at a $30 price point. That's $1 million. And the fastest way for you to do that is to pick one person. So do that right now. I'll give you that awkward pause to think of a person. And when you have that person in your mind, can you think about what they buy on a day-to-day basis? Can you think about what groups they belong to? Now, I mean this, pick someone that you know fairly well, a sibling, and just think about them in their mind. Like right now, I'm thinking about my brother. My brother does DIY stuff in his house. And my brother buys all kinds of things to do more building in his workshop and in his garage, buys all kinds of stuff. And what he buys is a reflection of that interest of his. That's why he brags about all of his power tools that he just spent thousands of dollars on. So that's my brother. I'm thinking about him, and I'm thinking about the stuff he does for fun and where he spends his money. And when you can follow that trail, then you can start to build a story around it and see that there's a brand here that can sell those products to that specific person and be a 7-figure business. If you're struggling to think of a person, just think of yourself. This is how I like to start my businesses. I like to look at what genuinely interests me, what things I naturally spend money on. So one of my businesses was a supplement company for people who were starting a new workout routine. And that was me 7 years ago, right? I was starting to take my health and my fitness more seriously, and I was starting to buy supplements. And I noticed that I had a certain group of products that I was buying for a specific result to build muscle or to lose fat. And when I started looking at that space, I said, there's a brand here. And I started developing the products that I wanted. And that group of products served one specific person, a mid-20s male who was looking to build muscle. It was me, right? That gave me the interest to continue down this path. And what does a 20-something male who's looking to build muscle buy? They buy protein powders, creatine, nitric oxide boosters, pre-workouts, recovery drinks, and on and on and on it goes. And that's what we sold. Think about this for you. Where do you spend time and money? Where are you shopping? What types of food do you prefer? What types of things do you buy to support a hobby? I would submit to you that it becomes very easy to kind of draw a circle around this group of things that you buy, and they're a reflection of who you are. And when you can target more people like that, then the 4 products that you sell 25 sales a day to becomes crystal clear. The next thing for you to look at is where people like you're describing or you're thinking about tend to hang out on the internet. That means looking at YouTube channels, podcasts, blogs, Instagram profiles. You can start to create patterns or see patterns of the types of people that congregate into little groups, into little pockets. And when you see that, you'll see that a lot of them have similar buying behavior or similar thought patterns. And if you create a brand that matches that specific person, then it's very easy for you to get your 25 sales a day. Here's a really good example, because I know this is sounding a little bit airy-fairy. Black Rifle Coffee.
And what is Black Rifle Coffee Company?
The greatest coffee company in the world. What's the question again? Sorry. I blacked out on freedom.
Yeah. Black Rifle Coffee just sells coffee. It might be the exact same coffee as Starbucks, but their literal messaging is, don't give your money to liberal Starbucks. Buy from us instead. We shoot guns. That is literally their marketing message. It's not how delicious the coffee is. It's not, here's our organic roasting process. It's, we shoot guns and vote Republican. You should buy coffee from us. And guess what? Starbucks is pretty much the same thing in the opposite direction. It is, we care about the earth and we care about each other and we pay our employees a fair wage and we don't care what you look like. You're welcome here at Starbucks. Could be the exact same coffee. I don't know. The difference is the person that they are targeting. And as a result, where they advertise and how they communicate to their target audience is different from each other. Really different from each other. You don't need to target everybody. You need to target one person, and speak to them in a way that draws you in to your values that match with theirs and have 4 products that sell consistently. That's all you need to have $1 million business. You can literally have 9 of them in your head right now because it just requires you having that focus on one person and what they buy. This is why so many people who follow my content say they've built 7-figure businesses as a result of our free podcasts or reading my book or watching these videos, because it's not overly complicated. It's our own story about how complicated it needs to be that makes it so. It's this belief that we need to have it all right, that we need to have certain things in place before we start. That's what prevents people from moving forward. But when you see how simple it can be to build a 7-figure business, you just move towards it. Pick a person, choose your 4 products, launch one of them, and continue. Get to 25 sales a day times 4 times $30, and you, my friend, have $1 million business. If you want some help, I want to send you some free resources. We actually invest in and help entrepreneurs cast a vision for their 7-figure business, have a profitable launch, and build that foundation for a business that they can grow. That's really fun, that matches who they are and what they want to bring to this world. We have some free resources that you can download if you want to go deeper and find out what it looks like to work closely with us to help you do this. Then just go to the resources around this video or capitalism.com/inc to see what we do inside of the incubator. And I want you to remember this: the next time you experience that seed of doubt that is like, I'm not sure what to do or what business to start or what idea I should have, come back to the person. Who is the person I want to serve? And what are the products that help that person on their journey to accomplish what they want? Because the minute you start thinking about somebody else rather than what you're gonna get out of it, that's when you've got what it takes to be $1 million entrepreneur. I'm Ryan Daniel Moran with capitalism.com. I help entrepreneurs build 7-figure businesses. And if you'd like some help, please subscribe to the channel because we make videos every week about building 7-figure businesses. And if you want to dive deeper, you can find the resources for us to help you build your 7-figure business around this video. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time. Take care.